For KBRFradio.com News, I'm Sidian, and this is the weekly news recap, brought to you by Fergus Falls Monument, online at foreverstonememorials.com, memorials that matter. On Sunday, tragedy struck when a 3.5-year-old boy accidentally shot himself, leading to his death. According to the Otter County Sheriff's Department, officials received a 911 call from a residence in Oak Valley Township, southeast of Deer Creek, at around 5:40 Sunday evening, reporting that a 3.5-year-old male child, later identified as Rudy Swear, had accidentally shot himself. He was rushed to Astera Health in Wadena to be treated for his serious wounds. On Monday, officials announced that Rudy had passed away from his injuries. The incident is currently under investigation by the Otter County Sheriff's Department. No more information on the investigation is being shared at this time. A funeral service is being held for Rudy in Ferndale at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Thanks to assistance from the public, a man has been arrested in connection with a burglary in rural Barnesville. The Woken County Sheriff's Office had previously shared a photo of the suspect and a blue pickup in an attempt to identify the perpetrator. After following multiple leads, officials identified the male as 37-year-old Benjamin Emerson of Fargo. On Friday, December 27th, the Woken County deputies assisted Fargo Police Department detectives with a search warrant of Emerson's home, and he was arrested by the Fargo Police Department on local charges and for Woken County arrest warrants for burglary and theft. The Grant County Sheriff's Office issued a warning to residents to be wary of ice after a car went into a lake last Friday evening. The Sheriff's Office received a report at around 6:15 of a vehicle that had gone through the ice on the north end of Pomme de Terre Lake. The occupants of the vehicle were able to get out and safely make it to shore. Otter County Public Health urges residents to test their homes for radon to ensure their family's safety. Testing for radon is simple, inexpensive, and can be done in just a few minutes. Winter is the ideal time for testing as doors and windows are typically closed, creating the most accurate conditions. Radon test kits are available at the Otter County Public Health offices in Fergus Falls and New York Mills, and the city offices in Battle Lake, Parkers Prairie, and Pelican Rapids. Residents are encouraged to call ahead for availability. 19-year-old Bodie Ray Engebretson of Fergus has been charged for allegedly killing a neighbor's dog earlier this year. According to court documents, the Otter County Sheriff's Department received a report on July 1st of a dog being shot the evening prior. Officials arrived to the residence, where the pet owners showed them where they believed the dog had been shot. The owners said they let the dog out at 10 o'clock the previous night, and at 10:15, they heard their 3-year-old Labradoodle squealing and whining. When they went to check on her, the canine was lying dead on the deck. The owner observed a small hole from a projectile, which he described as about the size of a .22 shell, behind the dog's front shoulder, but neither he nor his wife had heard any gunshots. Officials noted that the deck where the dog had died was barricaded in order to keep the dogs on the porch when let out at night, and believed that the suspect would have had to be in the backyard at a close distance to shoot the dog. Later that day, officials received tips regarding Engebretson and his involvement in the incident. Court documents say that Engebretson admitted to officials that he had shot the neighbor's dog with an air gun. However, he denied shooting it on the neighbor's property, claiming that the dog was on his property when he grabbed his gun and shot it. Engebretson has been charged with 1 felony count of mistreating an animal and made his first court appearance Monday morning. Otter County officials are reporting that a shop fire in Perham is likely to leave a plumbing company's facility at a total loss. The Otter County Sheriff's Department received a report from Lauren Guck, owner of Precision Plumbing, of a shop fire at around 9:21 New Year's Day morning. The Perham Fire Department, along with the Ottertail, Dent, and New York Mills Fire Departments, were dispatched to the scene to fight the flames. Officials say the shop and its contents will likely be deemed a total loss. The attached residence also suffered smoke damage but was ultimately saved. No injuries were reported. The Fergus Falls Fire and Police departments blocked off a street in response to a residential fire Thursday afternoon. According to officials, the Fergus Falls Fire Department responded to the 1200 block of Mitchell Place at around 1:49 for a reported fire in a basement wall of a residential home. The fire department arrived and found an active fire along the main structural support beam directly above the fireplace. Fire crews removed ceiling and wall material to access the fire and, after moderate overhaul to the area, were able to completely extinguish it. Mitchell Place was blocked during the initial operations but was reopened within an hour. Fire Chief Brian Muckow says the cost of the damage is estimated to be around $10,000. The fire has been deemed unintentional, resulting from heat from the metal fireplace chimney igniting wood framing. The Otter Tail County Sheriff's Office, Otter Tail Lakes Country Association, and Special Olympics Minnesota are thrilled to host the 6th annual Polar Plunge on February 1st on Otter Tail Lake. Organizers are seeking participants to take the leap to raise funds for Special Olympics Minnesota and are calling on volunteers to help make the event a success. Otter Tail County Sheriff Barry Fitzgibbons, who will take the plunge again this year, urges community members to get involved. Quote, "The Polar Plunge is not just about jumping into a cold lake. It's also about showing support for an incredible cause. Whether you're jumping, donating, or helping at the event, you will change lives," end quote. Last year, 209 plungers raised $99,526, surpassing the $75,000 goal. This year's goal is $100,000, and as of January 2nd, 94 plungers have registered, raising $8,368 toward that goal. What a Hoot Quilting is closing its doors for good in February 2025. In a newsletter to her customers, owner Cassandra Lipson stated that running a business is difficult and time-consuming. Quote, "I am finding that with keeping the shop going, I am losing the enjoyment I get from quilting. It is now a job rather than a hobby. I could list many reasons, but that is the crux of it all. I deeply appreciate your patronage over the last years and look forward to continued friendships," end quote. Lipson says that the store will be closed for the next couple weeks to prepare for a final sale. The store will be reopened January 16th for every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday until February 15th. This has been the Weekly News Recap, brought to you by Fergus Falls Monument, online at foreversnowmemorials.com. Memorials that matter. For KBRFradio.com News, I'm Derek Sidian. Tune in every Friday at 12:30 on KBRFradio.com or on the Fergus Now app to stay up to date with local news. Get more news at KBRFradio.com. Sign up for email news sent right to your inbox, delivered by Cooper's Office Supply.